I'm Laura Hayes, standing in a flowing white dress. Heart pounding as Daniel waits at the altar, his eyes soft with promise. We'd been a perfect pair through our dating. These two dreamers, plotting a life of love and kids. Our wedding sealed it, a future bright with laughter and family. Early on, it was paradise. Daniel's arms wrapped around me, his voice low with plans, baby names. A crib in the spare room, a boy first age. Brushing my hand, tough like me. ID laugh, and if it's a girl aged, kiss my cheek, my little queen. Those days felt endless, a year passed with no baby. The joy in Daniel's eyes dulled. Our talks about kids faded into silence. I brushed it off, conceiving takes time, right? But he changed, maybe you're not doing enough. He snapped one night when I suggested a doctor. I froze, not doing enough. He shrugged, eyes on his phone. Some women don't struggle like this. The words cut deep, but I swallowed them, clinging to hope we'd get through this. I still loved him, didn't I? One rainy evening, I caught him on the phone laughing too loud. Fresh from the shower, I froze as his voice carried. I didn't sign up for a wife who can't deliver. My towel slipped, my breath stopped. His buddy Greg cackled back. Should be vetted her man, now you're trapped. Daniel chuckled, she's obsessive. Buying teas, supplements, sad. My knees buckled. This was the man. It vowed forever to tearing me apart like a punchline. Daniel, I whispered. Stepping out, his face hardened. Laura, it's nothing, chill. A joke, my tears stayed hidden as I fled to bed. Dread sinking and his family piled on. At a Sunday lunch, his mom, Margaret, cornered me. God's timing. She sneered when I dodged her baby questions. A woman's meant to bear fruit, Laura. Daniel needs a legacy, my face burned. We're trying, I mumbled. She smirked, trying's not enough. He might need options. My stomach twisted, another wife. Then his sister Beth chimed in. All fake pity, have you checked everything? Some women would kill to give him a kid. Maybe step aside. I bit back, I love him, but her laugh's done. Love doesn't make babies. The pressure spread. Church ladies offered old wives herbal baths. Bitter roots. Daniel's co-workers grinned at him. No little Daniel yet, not smirking. Never defending me at a barbecue. His cousin Lisa toasted to Danny, but an air laughter roared. I shrank, I begged him later. Do you care how this feels? He sighed, it's just talk. Laura, toughen up, I pleaded. Stand up for me, he scoffed. Grow up, and walked off, my heart splinter. Reed didn't care. Publicly, it got worse. At a work dinner, Greg asked Kitsune Daniel. He grinned, asked LaRoches to hold up. Laughter erupted, shame swallowed me. Then at a family party, I overheard him with his uncle. Some men get queens. I got a woman who can't even do the basics. Snickers followed, I stood there. Soup bowl shaking their pity, suffocating me. He wouldn't look at me. Just kept joking, I fled. Dignity and tatters online. It hit harder, Daniel. Post it, real men need real women who build homes, not just playhouse. His pals Greg include. Dead piled on, some wives drag you down. Another marriage needs a refund option. My hands shook as I scrolled his betrayal public. Now why, I demanded. Showing him, he rolled his eyes. It's just the internet, Laura, relax. You are humiliating me, he snapped. Maybe if you fixed this, I wouldn't have to vent. I walked away, tears silent, but resolve growing. That night I broke his words. His family's jabs, the world's judgment, he couldn't breathe under it. It tried everything, prepares. Diets, hope, but age turned it against me. Lying there, I decided I wouldn't drown. Next morning I booked a fertility specialist. Not for him, for me. I needed truth, the doctor. A calm woman named Dr. Evans. Reviewed my tests, you're fine, Laura, healthy. He should get checked for a team effort, relief hit. Then anger, Daniel wouldn't dare. He was out when Margaret and Beth showed up uninvited. How long will you waste his time? Margaret hissed, Beth smirked. He needs a real woman, I snapped. I am real, I'm fine. Tested today, he's the one dodging silence. Beth laughed. Daniel. No way. I stood tall. He won't face it, I'm done being blamed. They left stunned, power flickered. And Mai wasn't their scapegoat anymore. Dinner was held. Daniel's friends filled our table. Greg leading the taunts, secure your legacy, yet. He jeered. Daniel grinned. I'd love to, but some pics don't pan out. Laughter roared. I stood. Chair scraping enough, I muttered. Storming off he followed. Crying over a joke, he sneered. It's not a joke, it's cruelty. I shot back. You're the problem. Not me. He froze, speechless. I turned away, done begging. I didn't leave yet, but I changed. I stopped cooking for him, stopped chasing his approval. My silence unnerved him. What's your deal? He barked one night. I'm tired of a man who doesn't respect me. I said cold. He stormed out. Days later, he tried. We need to fix this. I stared. You broke it, Daniel. He faltered for once. He felt the loss. It loved him fiercely. But I was learning to love myself more.